Welcome to the story of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, like you've never heard it before.
This story isn't told to you by the one Dragonborn that masters all, but told to you through the eyes of many different characters.
From soldiers in the Civil War seeking peace and order,
to seeking freedom and to remove the weakness from her lands.
From those cursed by the night, seeking to be the vigil in the darkness.
To warriors seeking honor, glory, and companionship.
To a shapeshifter and worshipper of the Daedra who seeks to live a life as a warrior.
To a mage seeking power and the arcane knowledge of Aetherius.
To assassins seeking fear and bringing the cold touch of Sithis.
To thieves seeking wealth beyond measure.
We all hope you enjoy
this story
of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
Episode 19, Aftermath. Previously on Journeys of the Dragonborn, on my way to a Nord ruin in the Drakmir Marsh, we walked ourselves into a blizzard during the summer, which is unnatural. We ended up fighting off hordes of undead trying to destroy Morthal, and a powerful dragon that was leading the attack. We all tried our best, but I wasn't able to kill the beast. There was something about this one. It was strong, stronger than any dragon I've ever fought. Well, apart from Alduin. No matter what we did, it just wouldn't die. Thank the divines that Valyria showed up with the Thalmor, because the dragon soon fled after their arrival. I wish I was able to kill it, but I don't even know if we had enough. Thank the Nine for its cowardly behavior. We found out that the dragon's forces were coming from the very ruin I was hunting that word of power from. It was strange, because my companions had scouted out that very ruin the day before, and found it clear. But by the time we got there, it was surrounded by corpses, and a dragon priest guarding the word of power. I can only be thankful my companions didn't come across this army and all perish. We fought them together and defeated the dead, and I learned the word of power I came here for. It was a new shout, called Frost Breath. When we returned to Morthal, night had fallen across Skyrim, and the rains had washed away all the flames. But many had died in the defense of Morthal. I don't think I'd ever lost so many. The last time I suffered a loss like this was with my first battle with Alduin. It was meant to be a quiet day, but it turned out to be the loudest and scariest yet. After all was quiet, I went to inform Jarl Idgrod of our success and failures. I was quite familiar with her. I was born and raised in her hold. I had helped her stop a vampire takeover when I first left home, and she had helped me at the Thalmor's party. She said some strange things. She mentioned she knew who my father was and that she would have known who I am. What was most odd is that she knew what Serana was, even with her mortal mask on. She revealed she knew because of the Dark Night, that she had dealt with another like her for decades. She told me about Cecilia, how she knew what she was. I guess it's not a hard guess. It would be odd to have some black-armored knight helping you over the decades and not aging. But for an old woman, she is really switched on. I've always heard she was a little nutty, and I guess that's kind of true. But I think she's a little too aware of everything. If Idgrod were High Queen of Skyrim, I don't think we'd be in the middle of a civil war. But as of right now, I need to make sure everyone's okay. Then I can worry about everything else, like Centuros and the wedding. We were meant to be back by now, but that won't be happening.
It's all over then. It's been a long day. A very long day. I haven't been this tired in forever. I'm glad it's over.
Yes, it has. We saved Morthal, but at a heavy cost. I lost so many today. I'm only lucky that you brought an army with us. I would have walked us all into our deaths. And also, thanks to Valyria, if she hadn't shown up with her forces, we could still very well be dead.
Yes. About that. From what I understand, Ragni refused your aid, and yet you show up. How? And also, where were you when we left? I had forgotten all about you, but why didn't you follow us to Folgunthur?
Okay, I'll be honest. If I failed in gaining companionship with the Dragonborn, I was then ordered to follow you guys, to keep my distance and track you. That way, if things went bad, I'd be there to earn your favor. I just didn't expect it to go so bad so quickly. I mean, this was the first time we have actively followed you, and it all went crazy within hours. We followed your tracks into Hjalmarch when we were greeted by an unforgiving cold. Your tracks led us to an Imperial fort, where all the Imperials were gutted, no doubt by the wights you put down. And then we heard your voice through the sky and saw that dragon flying overhead. I decided we had to show ourselves. This is what I was out here to do. Help if it was needed.
So after you were told no, after Ragni refused your aid, you decided to follow like a rat behind us and try to weasel your way into her good graces. She was right not to trust you, Thalmor.
Serana! She lost people in this fight too. Her people and her friends. She didn't have to fight with us, but she did. Do not talk to her like that. Without her forces, we could very well be dead. What has gotten into you?
What do you mean, what's gotten into me? I might ask the same question of you. Why have you all of a sudden lost your backbone and started letting people push you around and hurt you? You know what? I think I need some time alone.
Serana? Serana, where are you going? Don't just abuse me and walk off, Serana. You can't just say I don't have a backbone and walk off like a coward. How could she say that? That really hurt. And then she just walks off. She's meant to be the one person who always has my back.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start a fight between you and your... wife?
This isn't your fault. This is all on her.
Well, like I was saying, the reason I didn't show up was because my second-in-command lost her daughter to that dragon. So I spent some time with her. And by the time I got to the front gate, you were already gone. So I stuck around here and made sure our defenses were ready if something happened.
I can understand that. I too almost lost mine today. It's an all too familiar thing here. Mothers having to bury their children. Thankfully mine looks like she's going to pull through. She has the best mage in Skyrim watching over her.
Hold on, you have a daughter? I wasn't aware female vampires could have children, especially at your age. You look to be over 150 years old. How is that possible?
I didn't give birth to her. I found her alone and raised her. She might not be my blood, but she is my daughter. I love her like any mother loves their child.
Her name is Freya. She's the big one with the giant axe. She was struck by an arrow in the fight against the Draugr. I would like to go and see her now. So this is where I must leave you, Valeria. Thank you for coming to my aid today. It means a lot, and I shall talk to my companions about this. Do know this doesn't mean you're in, but it's definitely a step forward in the right direction. Thank you. And please thank your soldiers too, and tell them I'm sorry for those they lost.
Thank you, Dragonborn. I shall do my best to prove myself worthy of your company. I shall see you tomorrow. Good night, Dragonborn.
Good night, Valeria. And thank you for your help. It's a strange time, where someone I believe to be a sister abandons me, and my enemy becomes my protector. But nothing is ever really normal in my life. Sometimes I miss my old simple life of hunting vampires, but then I remember how important they are to me now. Now let's go see. Who is this big guy? I've not seen this one apart from today. Look how fearsome he looks. How did Cecilia stand toe-to-toe with these beasts? So who are you, Dremora? I saw you fighting with Minerva. Are you one of her summons?
Yes, Dowson, I am. I serve the mortal you call Minerva. I was your gift to her, after both of you killed my old master.
Oh, I remember that. That was right after I got my armor and we were off to the fort to train. And that mage attacked us. I found this Dremora's summoning spell. I sent it off to Minerva. Glad to see she got it. I need to go and see her about Centuros. And what is a dowsen?
It's our word for Dragonforged. What you are called in Oblivion. Your word for Dragonborn.
Oh, okay then. Oblivion has a name for me, huh? Dragonforge does sound pretty good. Also, how are you doing, Nox? You took a bit of a beating with the dragon. Are you okay?
I am fine, Dragonborn. I am Daedra. I heal quickly. I don't need to spend weeks healing like you mortals. Plus, that Fellion was quite versed in Oblivion mystic bindings. He was able to help me.
What a pity. I'm not allowed to kill you, but I was sure hoping a dragon would sooner or later. That last one killed quite a few of you, Daedra. It's a pity it missed you.
Come now, Cecilia. Nox joined us of her own free will, knowing the risk she would take to her own life. She doesn't deserve that. She's fought hard with us. She deserves some respect.
I admire your compassion, Ragni, but she is a Daedra, and they are what they are. They can never change. It's how they are made, with no care for mortal life. Let's move on. Let's get out of their stink.
Maybe you're right, but I've never heard of a Dremora coming on their own to help save the world. Nothing alive stays the same forever, even if they're immortals, I guess. Now I need to find out how Freya and Borka and Ronica are doing, and see if Minerva found a way to save Centauros. Thank the Nine they're okay. I've lost too many already. I don't know if I told you before, but it's damn good to see you again, Minerva. Thank the Nine you were here. How's Freya and the others doing?
Freya will be okay. We were able to get the arrowhead out, and I was able to stop her bleeding and close the wound with my magic. I've given her a sleeping draught, and I'll keep her on that for the next few days. After that, her body will need to heal naturally.
Freya will be fine. She's strong. She's too prideful to let some arrow kill her, or some bone walker. She'd outright refuse to die like that.
She almost killed me. Trying to get that arrowhead out was rough. She turned in and out of a werewolf 3 times, took a few swings at me while she was howling. That new dragonhide spell came in handy with those claws.
I am terribly sorry about that. Werewolves tend to lash out when they are in great pain. Maybe I should have stayed with her. I can normally calm her down. Truly, Minerva, thank you from the bottom of my heart. If ever you need anything, I will be there. She is most precious to me.
I dare say she's precious to us all. I'd miss her trying to make advances on me all the time, or her sense of humor where she's always picking on Tonrak. It wouldn't be the same without her.
By picking on, you mean always threatening to kill me. You know what? I miss Centauros. I'm surrounded by women who want to kill me. I don't even care if he's going to be a night walker. I need him back.
Speaking of, was your time at the college fruitful? Were you able to find a way to break his curse with that dagger?
No, I'm afraid not. I did find it was a blade made from Oblivion, one of Molag Bal's designs. A sacrificial blade made to send souls to his realm upon death. So twisted that even if you managed to survive the blade's first cut, it would still kill you, slowly, and your soul would still end up Molag's. Either way, Centauros is doomed, and his soul is going to belong to Molag Bal.
Why would you bring that dagger back? Why not lock it away in the college where nobody can ever use its evil again? It honestly feels like Molag Bal has something against me.
I think he might. You said yourself that you were a vampire, so your soul was once his property. And there's nothing he would love more than the soul of a dragon. And you did destroy his cult with Harkon and turned Serana to follow the light. It would make sense. Not a great prince to make enemies with. And you're also a champion of Meridia, his enemy. So be thankful you at least have her protection. But it does look like he's got one over on you with Centauros.
You also have a compassionate, kind soul, and there's nothing he would love more than to break that. He gets great pleasure out of breaking spirits. Be thankful his enemy gave you her weapon. If there's one good thing Meridia will ever do, it's protecting you from Molag Bal.
I'm not the one needing her protection from Molag. It's Centauros. He's the one who's doomed either way. All of this is my fault. None of this would have happened if it weren't for me. Minerva, thank you for being here. Thank you for saving Freya. I truly can't tell you how important you are to me, to all of us. I fear without you, my journey would have ended as quickly as it started. And Cecilia, I have a favor to ask you. I need you to find Serana and make your way back to Solitude. I need you both there for Centauros.
I can't. I can't leave you here. I can't leave Freya like this. I need to be here for her. I can't just abandon her.
She'll be okay, Cecilia. All she needs is rest. I'll keep her asleep until I know it's safe to wake her, with my magic and some much-needed rest. She'll be fine. She's a strong one after all. I will let nothing happen to her. She's family after all. Centauros needs you more than she does. So don't worry. I will be with her every step of the way.
I know, Minerva, but I can't. I've always been there when she was scared or needed me. I can't just leave her here. But I need to. I know I need to help Centauros, and I know you'll protect her while I'm gone. Please look after her. She is most precious to me. When she does wake, tell her I love her, that I'll be back by her side as soon as possible. And give her this. This was Darius's. I want her to know I'm always going to be with her. Now, I'll go and find Serana, and we'll head back to Solitude. I'll let the Empire know what's happened here, then start preparations for Centauros. I'll see you all soon. And for you, Freya, please get better, my child. I love you more than you could possibly know. Without you, I would have lost myself to the monster. You were that ray of light that brought me back. My greatest achievement in my long life will always be raising you, my dear. You have made me the proudest mother in all of Tamriel for the strong and merciful, kind, caring soul you have become. I'm not ready to let you go, and I never will be. But not now. Get better soon. I love you. I will see you soon, my child. I feel so wrong leaving her behind, but I know Minerva will look after her. I trust with all my heart that Minerva will. There's nothing more precious to me than Freya. Even since I took her in, she is all I've ever thought about. If I had to suffer this life again, I would in a heartbeat, so I could be there to save Freya. I would suffer another 200 years to be there that night. She's worth 1,000 years. And I feel disgusted in myself for letting Daedra guard her. If they bring any harm to her, I will spend eternity hunting them down in oblivion. They can count on that.
Sometimes those with the coldest of hearts normally have the biggest ones. I've never seen Cecilia this scared before. I better find out how Freya and the others are really doing. Now that Cecilia is gone, how is Freya really doing? Will she be fine? And the others? Ronica and Borka? What about them?
Freya will be okay. She came pretty close when she started turning, but when she finally passed out, I was able to remove the arrowhead and heal her up the best I could. Her best chance of survival is rest, so I'll keep her in an induced sleep for some time and see how we go. Don't worry, she's a strong one. For the others, Borka got to experience what it feels like being tail-slammed by a dragon, and Ronica had deep cuts and broken bones. But we lost so many. All I could hear was screaming. You could hear them screaming for their mothers. And then, just nothing, as they looked into the void. There was nothing I could do about it. But still I feel like I failed them, that I failed you.
Never believe that, Minerva. You have never failed me. Ever since the time I met you, you have always been a blessing. You've been nothing but a force of good. If there's one amongst us all who could never be a failure, it is you. You did what you could, as we all do. You saved those you could. You're the best of us, Minerva, never forget that. I love you, we all do. So please, don't let this beat you. I need to go and check on everything. Make sure everything is good. You should get some sleep.
Ragni's right.
Without you here, we would have lost more, and even Freya. You're one of the greatest people I've ever had the pleasure to know, Minerva. We're all lucky to have you. Without you, none of this would be the same. I'll stay up and keep watch in case something happens. Go and get some sleep. I'll wake you if something urgent happens.
Get some rest, Minerva. And thank you, Tonrak. I'll see you both soon.
Oh, I almost forgot. Ragni, hold on. Your eye, let me fix it. For the love of your Talos, don't let her do that again. She's meant to protect you, not harm you.
Thank you.
There, that looks better. Should be feeling better, too.
Wow. Thank you, Minerva. That feels amazing. With everything going on, I forgot how sore it was. I have to have a think on what I'm going to do about Sigund. I know I hurt her, but that doesn't give her any right to punch me in the face. So I need to think about how I'm going to deal with this. And her. And Serana. I need to figure out why she was so rude to talk to me like that in front of my friends, and even in front of a damn Thalmor. But while I think about all of this, I need to go and make sure everything is good, our security and my men.
So, I'm out here looking for Serana, and my nose has led me to the wrong vampire. It's strange to see one in the Legion. I remember hearing rumors of them in my time when I was a legionary 200 years ago. I need to find Serana so we can get back to Centauros and prepare him. The last thing I want to do is leave Freya behind, but I know she's in good hands. I just have to convince Serana to leave Ragni behind. She's glued to her like an extra limb. Wouldn't normally see one without the other. It's kind of tiring seeing those two romance all over each other. Weather's turned foul. It's hard to pick up smells with all this damn rain. It's better than everything being on fire, though. Is that Vina and Mava? What are they? Oh, they lost Vase to that dragon. I better go and check up on them. I almost killed their mother once before. I would have if it wasn't for those two girls and my own. I'm sorry for your loss, my dears. Your mother was a good woman. The world will be a little emptier without her in it.
Oh, hello, Cecilia. Sorry, I've just been out of it all. I can't even believe she's gone. It's like it's not real. Why don't I feel it? I just can't believe it, and she's right there.
Are you happy now, Cecilia? Are you happy she's dead? You finally got what you wanted.
No, my dear. I know I've always been unsettling towards Vase, but I respected her. The reason I didn't kill her was because of you two. I saw a lot of myself in her. She took in 2 children and raised them, and you both were good for Freya. You both helped her learn more about who she was, as much as I didn't like it. She was able to find her worship again with her scene, and you both became great friends to her.
I'm sorry, Cecilia. How is Freya doing? I've just been lost since all of this. How is she? I'll have to go and see her later.
She's in a bad spot. But Minerva, the Archmage, said she can make it through this. I know she'll pull through. I pray to the 9 she will. Again, girls, I'm sorry about your mother. She was a good woman. Well, I need to get going. I'm looking for Serana. Have any of you seen her?
The Dragonborn's woman? Yeah, I saw her leave 10 minutes ago. She went straight out to the water. She looked like she was angry. And thank you, Cecilia. It means a lot.
Thank you, Vina. If any of you need anything, I will always be here for both of you. I'll see you both later, and again, I'm sorry for your loss. Today didn't go to plan at all. We lost so many. Even those Thalmor lost many of their own. That dragon, it was something else. Never have I seen one take such punishment. And I've killed many, but that thing was something different. At least it killed the Daedra. It just missed the wrong ones. Those saints and seducers are annoying, but it doesn't matter how they look. Daedra are all the same. It's only a shame that this fight cost so much mortal life. I'm just glad I got the call out in time. If we'd walked into this with only a handful of support, we'd all be dead. I would have finally found my match and been scattered to the winds. And Morthal would be lying in ruins, leaving nothing but rubble and smoke for those who came afterwards. These Draugr are getting far worse than I could have imagined. Imperial forts, and now settlements? I've never seen it this bad. Well, not in 200 years. Feels just like the Oblivion Crisis all over again. All I see is the skies on fire, and we're huddled together, slaughtering hordes of Daedra. Well, it looks like not all of them were killed. That's a pity. But maybe they'll get killed fighting another dragon. At least they'll be of use until then. There she is. All right, now I need to try and convince her to leave. If Ragni's around, Serana is never far behind. Ever since they reunited, it's a rare thing seeing them apart. Hopefully she'll follow me. We'll have to see how this goes after her outburst earlier. Reminds me of Darius. One moment he's pouring out his soul, and moments later it's like he was cold and unresponsive. Used to make me so mad. There were many times I had to get away from him before I lost myself to my anger. I was only young then. Couldn't really understand what he had been through, and what he was going through as the Crusader, with all of destiny on his shoulders. I still miss him, though. The Thalmor. It said they were the ones that killed Chancellor Okato. It was at least a decade after my turning. I'll have to keep my eyes on them. Now comes the hard part. Convincing an original vampire to follow me, when in reality she could annihilate me. And so walked the sheep into the wolf's den.
What do you want, Cecilia? I'm not in the mood to talk, especially if it's about Ragni. If it is, leave me alone. She's such a child. She lies to me, and she just willingly lets people into her circle who have tried to kill her, and then has the hide to raise her voice at me. All I've ever done is love her, protect her, and she lies and tells me that I'm overreacting to someone who has tried to kill her. Why can't she see? Why can't she see I only seek to protect her?
She knows you do, Serana. We all do. She didn't lie to you because she wanted to. It was because I told her to. I told her to leave you behind with Centauros. I told her to lie to you about Sigund, because even I fear your strength. Because I know our curse. When we become this, our second nature becomes our first. Whatever twisted, spiteful part of us we held down when we were mortal takes full command when we turn. We are made to be the worst of mortal kind. We give in to our dark nature all too easily and let the monster out. You know how it is. Ragni sees the best in us. And in you. And yes, she is young, with such great responsibility on her shoulders. And today she has made me proud. The way she handled herself was more than impressive. Don't be angry with her, it's my fault. I know how annoying she can be. But you know as well as I do, when you're around her, you feel hope. You feel like you're alive again.
I know the feeling all too well. I've been around for hundreds of years, but never was I alive until I met her. I just existed. And then one day she tells you to leave. That what you and her had wasn't real. Tells you that you shouldn't be around each other anymore. Then, a month later, comes back into your life and tells you that she did feel what you felt. That she pushed you away to protect you. I might be old, but I'm pretty new to feeling whatever in oblivion this is. I love her with everything I have. She just can't see that I'm trying to protect her. She's the one who chose to lie to me. I just need some time alone to cool down.
All the same, I'm the one responsible for this grief. If you need some time to cool down, I might have something that will help. We need to head back to Solitude so we can be there for Centauros. Ragni has asked me to find you and make our way back to Solitude. There, we can save somebody she loves. You can show her how much you truly love her by saving him.
And just leave her here? I can't just abandon her. Sure, I'm upset with her, but I can't leave her here, alone.
she won't be alone. There are plenty of people around her who love her just like we do, and I know the feeling. I don't want to leave Freya behind like this, but we are needed elsewhere for someone who has very limited time.
You're right. And I'm sorry about Freya. Let's go help Centauros.
Well, that went easier than I expected it to. Now at least we can use our dark powers to do some good, I hope. Or maybe corrupt another good man and turn him into a monster to slay.
I had a talk with Dylora and Stada. I told them how sorry I was about their fallen, and none of them cared in the slightest. I know they will come back, but wouldn't you be sad to see your people die? Even if it's just for a moment? Maybe Cecilia is right. Here I am expecting them to feel something, but maybe Daedra just can't. They don't have a soul, so they can't feel. Anyway, we've set up shop in the jail. It's warm and most of us are still cold from that blizzard. But before I can lay my head down, I need to make sure everything is good. I just need to make sure. I feel like something dark is looming over me. Wait, that's Serana and Cecilia. They must be leaving. They're going to help Centauros. Thank the Nine. Should I talk to Serana before she leaves? I feel like I should, but... No, I can't. I can deal with this later and find out why she's so angry. Right now, Centauros needs her, and I need to make sure everything is good and safe before I can rest my head. I just have this creeping feeling like there's a shadow, but... like I'm walking towards it. Maybe if I look around, this shadow might reveal itself. Or maybe I'm just overthinking everything. Okay, the Thalmor are to my right, and I'm told Karsten is guarding the gate out into the marsh. I should go and see him. Don't really want to be around the Thalmor on my own.
Well now, what are you doing wandering Morthal at night?
What the? Ismir's beard!
Tofa! Nightingale, don't do that! You scared the very soul out of me. What are you doing up there? Get off there before you hurt yourself.
So it is possible to scare a dragon. What are you doing wandering around Morthal at night alone? I just saw Serana and Cecilia leave. I take it they're going to see our friend?
Yes. They're going to see Centauros, so they can save him. We will stay here until the Empire arrives with soldiers to guard this place. As for what I'm doing out here, I have this feeling. There's something out there. I have this feeling of dread. So I need to make sure we're all safe here. I just need to make sure we're all safe before I can rest my head.
Ragni, I sometimes wonder why the Divines made you Dragonborn with how simple you are sometimes. Oh yes, I have a bad feeling about something looming over us. So let's walk out into the dark alone. You're all heart and no brains, Ragni.
Hey, that's not very nice. After everything that's happened today, why would you say that? I thought we were friends, Tofa.
Oh, but we are. I only insult my friends. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't be telling you the truth. And as your friend, and an agent of the night, you only have to ask, and I'll be here whenever you need me. Now lead the way, and I'll be your shadow.
Okay then. Well, I'm glad we're friends. I need to go and check the gates and make sure we're safe here. Follow me. Thank you, Tofa. Having you around is always a blessing, up until you're picking on me.
Well, if I'm gonna be sitting here all night, I'm gonna need something to drink. After what happened today, I can still feel my heart beating. I was expecting a very boring day. It was anything but. All I can say is, yes, I haven't had that much fun in a long time. Sure, people died, but I don't know. There's just something about me. When something's trying to kill me, it's not fear that takes control of me, but excitement. Come on, there has to be some mead lying around here somewhere. The worst thing to happen to this mudhole was the inn burning down. All I can find is wine, and it's either too damn sweet or too sour. I'll only drink that if the world's ending, and it pretty much is. And I still won't touch it unless it's free or there's nothing else. Well, there's gotta be some mead hiding away here somewhere. This is the Jarl's home. If a Nord Jarl doesn't have mead within their hall, they should be removed from office. Should be some downstairs somewhere. If I can't find any, I'm gonna burn this place down and blame it on the dragon. Speaking of, that dragon, I've traveled all over Skyrim with Ragni, killing dragons. But that thing took a beating. I've never seen one just take that sort of punishment and get away. The only dragon that got away from us was that big black bastard. What kind of Jarl has the guest barrels empty? I'm never coming back to Morthal. The place stinks, it's full of mud, and there's no damn mead. Can't even go outside for a piss without a damn corpse trying to kill you, or accidentally stepping on a mud crab and having the marsh's population of crabs try and kill you. That might explain why Ragni's a little weird. Grow up in a place like this, and you're going to be a little strange. Skyrim's, or Tamriel's, greatest protector comes from some backwater marsh. That has no damn mead. No wonder she doesn't like mead. There was none here for her to grow up on. What kind of Nord doesn't like mead? Or for that matter, prefers wine over mead? The only good thing that came out of this day was Minerva. Damn, I was happy to see her again, even if it was in the middle of a battle. Oh, thank the gods. Ha, simple Nord mead. It might not be Honningbrew or Blackbriar, but it's better than wine. Morthal is now back in my good graces. Well, not until they rebuild the inn. Then I might come back. All right, time to get back upstairs. Back to my long, boring night of watching Freya. Hopefully those potions work. If Freya starts howling, I'm throwing Minerva at her. Imagine that. I cure myself of the wolf, only to be killed by one. The sort of thing a Daedric prince would do for curing myself of his blood. Speaking of Daedra, look at the size of this big bastard, Minerva's new pet. I'm a little jealous.
What do you want, Morthal?
Oh, nothing. I was just admiring that blade on your back. Would look better on me.
No, mortal. It would look far better in you. If you do not move, that is where it will rest, and I shall adorn my new sheath with your flesh.
I'm sure you'd like to. So would I. I'd love to see your face turn to horror like all the rest who've tried. But unfortunately, you're Minerva's pet, and I don't want to anger her by killing you.
I'm amazed you're still alive with that mouth of yours, mortal. You seem to have a skill at angering everyone. It is wise not to do it to us, Daedra. We will kill you if you annoy us. And to annoy us, you only have to exist.
Oh, come on. That's disappointing, Nox. I've been catching you staring at me. I thought you had a thing for me. I wouldn't even say no if I wasn't under the threat of being turned to ash by Minerva. Such a pity. The friends we could have been. But I've already got one demon in my bed. 2 is asking for trouble. Well, I've got my mead. At least there's company. Octavia. I had to laugh when she came into Jorvaskr to join the companions, but I wouldn't refuse any new recruits. The only way they could fail was to die. We needed new people. For too long, the companions of old relied on the blood. We needed new companions and new faces. When I saw her face, I saw a whelp, but I also saw the same fire in her eyes that I had, and she turned out rather well. And she's still alive today, so that's saying something. How you doing, Octavia? Haven't had much time to talk since we set off to join Ragni. You've taken a liking to Freya. I wonder what Ayla thinks about that, since you're one of hers.
Ayla knows why I'm here. I never told you why I joined the companions. I'm thankful you accepted me in. I really thought you wouldn't. But as you know, I was attacked by bandits and spent many months healing in the Temple of Kinnereth. What I didn't tell you was that Freya was the one who saved me. When I healed and had to leave, I had nobody. My mother and sister had been killed. I wanted to find the woman who saved my life. I wanted to learn everything I could from her so I would never be in that position ever again. But then I thought to myself, How? If I left to find her, I'd just end up dead. Then I saw Jorvaskr right in front of me, and I just walked up the steps. If I ever had a chance of being strong or finding the golden-faced woman who saved me, the companions were my best chance.
I remember Ayla told me something about this one night, that you were taken by bandits until someone saved you. Well, that turned out to be Freya. No wonder you've been glued to her hide ever since we met her at Skyhaven. Makes a lot of sense. And I'm glad we took you in. The others were unsure about a nobody named whelp with no experience wanting to join us. But I saw something in you. Something that I also have. A fire within, wanting to roar. And hasn't it? You've become one of the greatest.
I was taken. After those bandits killed my mother trying to hold them back, my sister and I ran. An arrow caught her in the neck, and another struck the back of my leg. They held me in a cold cage, abusing me. If I fought, they beat me. Even if I didn't, they still beat me. All of them had their turn until I could barely see anymore. And then I opened my eyes, and there was this golden face with yellow eyes looking at me. And she said, "Don't worry, you're safe now." I remember waking up from time to time, still in her arms while she carried me to Whiterun. Freya saved me and gave me purpose. I'm only here because of her. Everything that I am is because of Freya.
You're not giving yourself enough credit. Sure, Freya set you on this path, but you're the one who fought hard for it. I remember coming outside and watching you on the training dummies from morning to afternoon. I remember you asking questions and taking in what you could from the others. When you sparred and got defeated, you didn't act prideful. You just asked more questions. When we went out on jobs, you didn't act the hero. You watched. You're here today because of you. You're the one who fought tooth and nail to be here. Don't forget that, Octavia.
I won't. I will never be that weak girl ever again. Nobody will ever take me, use me, and treat me like garbage ever again. Those that try will die at my feet or by my claws.
And that is why I accepted you in. That right there, the fire in your eyes. You came in a pup, and you left as a wolf.
I have a question I've been too scared to ask. I told you why I joined, and following Ragni, I ended up finding the woman who saved my life, and I love her. After all of this is over, could I leave the companions behind to be with her?
Of course. There's no consequence for deciding to leave us. The companions are all about the warrior's life. It's for those who know the life, who live it, who want brothers and sisters to fight with, to celebrate with, and to mourn with. If you're not feeling that with us, you're more than welcome to leave, Octavia. But I'll tell you this, why not do both? Every single person I bleed with out here is my shield sibling. If you want to follow Freya, then do that, because Freya to me is one of us. She's welcome at Jorvaskr any time. If we live through this, she'll be welcomed as one of our ranks any day. She was a bounty hunter before all of this, and having her with us would help us a great deal. And if she needs backup, she's got brothers and sisters at her back. Remember, Octavia, we're all companions here.
I went and found Karsten still on guard, watching over us from the Drykmere Marsh. I only met him a few days ago, but from what I've seen, he's a good man. He reminds me a lot of Centauros. He's a little quiet, but he does what he needs to. He wasn't alone guarding the marsh. He had another legionary with him, one rather gifted at seeing better at night. I don't know if being on guard with a vampire would make things safer or put you more at risk. I had no idea the Legion let vampires fight for them. But well, I know better. She must be well trained if she fights in the Legion. There's no place bloodier in all of Tamriel than a battlefield. With both Centauros' and Seagun's forces, I don't know them that well, but I've lost so many of them. I should make a greater effort to learn more about these people. None of them joined up to fight dragons. There are even some of mine I don't really know. I need to make a greater effort to know the new ones, and those wearing the blue or the red. Now even those wearing the yellow. I might start poking around more with those who follow me. Just like Karsten, I have a feeling we could be good friends. But as of now, I'm tired, and I'm wet and cold. I think it's time for me to hit the hay. I still feel like there's a darkness creeping toward me, but if it does, I'll have everyone at my back if, or when, it arrives. I need to worry about what's happening now. I'll need to pray for Freya, Borka, and Ronica. I'll also need to get up early and help bury our fallen. And to think, I thought I'd be going to a beautiful wedding tomorrow. I should know better. Nothing nice ever really happens with me. I can't say that. I do have Serana and the others. They are the best things to come out of the tragedy that is my life. Even Tofa. Wait, where did she go? Damn, she's good. How does she always do that? She just disappears like she was never there. Well, at least I know she's still watching over me. She's a good friend. I can still remember the first time I saw her, crossing over Dragon Bridge, having no idea how important she'd become to me. But somehow I still knew. I'd better get inside so she can find somewhere to sleep. I'll need to be up early after all. They followed me into this. I have to see that they are laid to rest properly. How many more must lose their lives for me? How long will it take for me to become powerful enough to fight Alduin? Alone? I've seen enough of my friends dying to Alduin in my dreams. If I'm ever going to fight him, I will do it alone. I can't lose them. They need to live on after all of this. But only the future will tell what happens. Right now, I need a warm fire. And there it is, surrounded by good company. I might go put my gear away. Might leave the armor on. Takes too damn long to get it off. I want to go and talk to the others. Feels like I'm kind of getting used to this damn thing. Can only be a good thing, I guess. I lost so many today. But we're alive, and Morthal is still standing. Ragni is always telling me to look at the positives. Well, let's go and see my brave defenders. How's everyone doing tonight? How are we feeling?
Cold. Freezing. I thought you people were in summer and you still get blizzards. By Yifri, I can feel my bones shiver.
Welcome to Skyrim. And no, it normally doesn't snow during the summer. That was really strange. But these are indeed very strange times.
Yes, indeed they are. And they get stranger every single day. I'm sorry, but I don't recognize you. Are you one of my new recruits? You fought pretty well out there.
Oh, thank you, Dragonborn. No, I'm not one of yours. I was staying here for the night. Lost all my stuff in the inn. I am Hrafina Stouthull, just a Nord exploring her ancient homelands.
Well, thank you, Hrafina. I am Ragni. Thank you for fighting with us today. You helped save Morthal. I'm always happy to see Nords protecting our home from the dragons, and I'm sorry about all your stuff.
It is no worry, Dragonborn. It is only stuff. I can always find more in the ruins I explore in the future.
Well, I'd be careful, my dear. I'm surprised one of ours didn't hit you wearing that armor. We could have thought you one of the Draga, and in the frenzy of battle, you could have been killed by us. But thank the Nine you weren't.
Are you saying I look like a Draugr? I'm not that ugly, old man. I'm pretty sure anybody with eyes and a nose can tell me apart from a walking corpse. By sure.
I didn't mean it like that. You don't look like a Draga. It's just that armor. Never mind. Sorry, my dear.
Ragni, I saw you sitting with Julia earlier. How is she doing? She still looked hurt. How is she?
Stubborn. She refused any healing from the Dominion's mages or from Minerva, saying others needed it more. I think there's a little more to it. I think she wants to die. She asked me to give her her last rites, in case she doesn't wake up.
What? Why? Why does she want to die? I understand the whole die as we live sort of thing, but why does she want to die? She's always so full of life and energy.
The Great War is why. She earned herself a name during it. She was with child when the war started, and as soon as she could, she joined the Legion. She aided the Emperor in his retreat back into Skyrim. I joined the Legion then as well. When we returned, She found that her entire family had been killed. Her husband, her parents, her siblings, even her baby boy. The Thalmor general had wiped out her entire family. The things we did in the war to survive, the monster we let run free, and the death of a child, that is something we never get over. They might be in the lands of the gods, but they follow us everywhere we go.
That they do. Brella was my everything. I only joined the rebellion because of her. And I failed her. I lost what was most precious to me. No matter where I go, I always see her, haunting me because of my failure to protect her. I've got no more tears to spend, only blood. The dragons and their corpses will pay, and if I fail in spilling their blood, then they will spill mine and send me back to my daughter.
Is this why you followed me? Even after Sigurd refused to help me? Have you two come to just die? I don't know what losing a child feels like, but I too have lost my family. But I earned another one. All of you. Please, for my sake at least, don't die. I've lost enough people I care about. I don't want to lose any more of you.
Fear not, Ragni. We fight because of you. Only the gods will decide when our time is up. Don't worry about Julia. She's tough. Her sense of humor was still intact. She spent all night trying to get me to follow her into bed, even after I told her I was married. She'll be okay. You, my dear, should get some rest. We no doubt have a long walk back up to Solitude. Go and get some sleep, my child.
You're right as usual, Ragnik. I'm just happy you're all with me tonight. I'm feeling a little sleepy, so I'll go get some rest. I need to be up early to bury our dead. I might miss out on the wedding, but I'll be sure to congratulate Victoria once I get back. But I'll first have to go and see Centauros or find out what's going on. But for now, I need to get what sleep I can.
I have done something horrible to all the people I love. I made a fool of myself at Centauros' home on such a wonderful night with him. Even though he was in pain, I hurt him more with the things I said. I didn't mean them. I was just angry. I've not been myself in a long time. But I guess ever since I lost Brianna, life hasn't been the same. It was me and her from the first time we could walk. I was the one who kept her in check when her emotions got the better of her. I was the one who made her see reason. And ever since, I've been on my own. I find myself losing myself to my anger. I punched Ragni, and I told her that she wasn't my sister. Why did I say such stupid things? I love Ragni with all of my heart. I hurt her. I betrayed her. I know now that she only did this because either she knows what I'm like, or she genuinely thought this news would be better heard from Centauros himself. And then once I heard that saving him would mean making him a vampire, I treated him like filth while he was on the floor in pain. And then I just left him there. And I said some rather hurtful things to him as well. Why do I do this? Why do I hurt the people I love? Centauros and Ragni are the closest people I have to family left. And I also abandoned Ragni. How could I be so stupid? I meant to be by her side, and I just abandoned her. I was told it was meant to be an easy day. That's why I told her to piss off. But she hasn't come back yet. They said she'd be back by the afternoon. But maybe they've bunkered down in Morthal while this storm washes over. I hope so. So the reason I'm here in Solitude again is to see if she's here. If not, I've written a letter for her. An apology if she doesn't wish to see me after what I did to her. And I need to see Centauros. I just need to see him again. Before everything changes. I need to tell him that I'm sorry. I'm just scared. Scared I'm going to lose him. Because I feel like I've already lost Ragni. I can't lose him too. If he is to change, and the man I fell in love with dies, I need to say goodbye. I need to be around him one more time. So if he falls, at least our last memory of each other won't be the horrible one I left him with. Her eyes? Was that a vampire? I better get inside quickly. Okay, I'm here again. I should have been with Ragni. I don't know what in Oblivion I'm doing anymore. I just can't think straight. I just need to see if Ragni is here. Damn, it's quiet. and cold, but not Skyrim cold, more like deathly. I can feel my soul shiver. There's something off about this place, but that might just be solitude, with the history it's had. I remember Cecilia talking about killing some old queen of solitude, one who turned the city into a realm of the dead. Had to be an imperial queen of all things. It doesn't sound or feel like anybody is here. It feels devoid of life, of happiness, of joy somehow. This feels like the opposite of being around the others. I don't like it, but I need to deliver this letter for when Ragni gets back, and then try to get back into her good graces. Brr, damn, didn't it get cold up here? What in oblivion? I feel like... What in the... Why is he looking at me? There's a dark hunger in that one's eyes. I don't like this one bit. I need to get to Ragni's room. Now. What in oblivion? When I looked at that man, I felt emptiness. I felt scared. And I don't even know who he is. But I can say this. There's a darkness that follows that one around, like a shadow. No, she's not back yet. Deep down I knew, because even being around Ragni, you feel hope and goodness. But down there, it felt dark and scary. Okay, I'll need to drop this letter off. Hopefully she can forgive me for my actions. Please, Talos, I won't fail her again. Okay, I'll need to drop this letter off. Hopefully she can forgive me for my actions. Please, Talos, I won't fail her again. Nope, locked. I'll leave it by her bedside, that should work. I'm sorry, my friend, I truly am. Now, I need to go see Centuros. If he's going to become like Cecilia, I need to see him one last time before he's gone forever. Either way, I'll lose the man I fell in love with. My enemy, my friend, my lover, and then a stranger. Damn it, why is it so cold up here? That chill isn't natural. There's no way it's coming from that man. If it were, he'd be nothing more than a block of ice. I swear even Cecilia feels warmer than this. And she's a damn vampire. Her touch is cold by nature. But that man, he chills me to the bone. If he so much as takes a step after me, I'll make sure Minerva's sword earns its keep. I don't feel safe here, but I'd be even less safe out there in the dark with this storm raging. Still, I'm in solitude, and safety doesn't exist here anyway. This place feels cursed, I swear. I'd rather be freezing my hide off in Windhelm in the dead of winter than stuck here in the middle of summer. By the 9, I miss the East. I can't wait to get closer to home. When we win this war, I'm going back to Eastmarch, and there I'll stay. This damned hold is the worst of them all. It's full of Imperials. It's perched up high, and it rains all the damn time. I'd take snow over this rain any day. All right. What will I say to Centuros? I should practice. Why didn't I think of this on the way here? How do I start this? Maybe starting with a sorry first would be a bright idea, Sigund. It's a wonder I got this far in life sometimes. Okay, let's try this. I've come to apologize for how I left things with you. No, that sounds too formal. Won't have to worry about a damn apology if one of these imps sees me. There's not much they can do, apart from put a sword through me in the dead of night. Every last one of them would know someone I've killed. I'll have to keep my damn head down. Okay, I should apologize for how I embarrassed him, and tell him that I still love him, even though I'm still angry with him. But I still think about him all the time. I only acted out because I was scared of losing him. And I'm still scared of just that. I don't want him to die, but I fear what he will become is something I won't recognize anymore. But what's worse, burying the man I'll love forever, or watching him turn into the very opposite of what I first fell in love with? Centuros. When I first saw him in Whiterun, I wanted to kill him myself. The gods saved him that day. But now I'd do anything to stop him from dying. And so, I've come to accept what is going to happen. I can't see him dead. Every time I think about him being lowered into the ground, tears fall from my eyes. At least as a vampire, he's still around. I need to tell him that that I'm in support of his decision. If I truly love him, shouldn't I stand by him? But what if he becomes a monster? Will he see me differently when he's immortal? Will I just become an ant to him? Will he see me as nothing more than food? Wait, I don't think I fear what he'll become, because in my heart I know he's a good man. I believe he can overcome anything that comes his way. What I truly fear is how he'll see me. I fear he'll no longer love me, simply because I'm just a mortal. Why Sigund? Why do you think such things? You twist everything into something it's not. You don't want him to die, and you don't want him to change, but you can't have both. First, you must tell him you support him, and then see what happens. Zarita is here, Cecilia's vampire ally? Great. They're already watching over him, ready to steal the life out of him. Shut up, Sigund. They're here to help him. Please, Talos, give me the strength to be civil.
Sigund? What are you doing here? Is everyone back? Where are Cecilia and Serana? You shouldn't be here. Not now.
Nor should you be, vampire, waiting to turn him into a parasite. No, I'm sorry, Sarita. Forgive me. I'm just scared. I should be thanking you for watching over him. I am sorry. I hope you can forgive me. Thank you for protecting him when I didn't. Do you know about us?
About you and Centauros? Yes, I do. I was told that you and him had a falling out here. That is why I said it's not a good idea to be here. He's sick and the time is near for his turning. I'm worried because Cecilia and Serana haven't returned, and I may need to turn him myself.
Wait, I thought it had to be Serana because of her bloodline or something. But if they don't arrive, then I think you should. Better that than losing him.
I can't personally turn him, for 2 reasons. I won't turn another like Cecilia, and mine wouldn't save him. Our bites take days to work. Centauros doesn't have that time. Serana, being a pure vampire, can turn people instantly. But don't worry, she stored her blood away just in case of this.
Really? Where is it? I can go and grab it for you, so if they don't show up, you can still save him.
It's okay, I know where it is. If I feel he's worsening, I'll move him to the crypt and grab it myself. Look, he's still awake. Maybe seeing you might do him some good, but please, for the love of Mara, don't go upsetting him. He can't handle it.
Thank you, Sarita, and I won't. Thank you again for watching over him. Truly thank you. By Talos, I'm more nervous now than I was the first night I laid beside him. Okay, Sigund, just be patient. Just breathe. Don't rush it. Just be yourself. No, don't do that. Be somebody that loves him. But that is being myself. Damn it. Talos, give me strength.
I'm sorry, Luca. So sorry. I wish I had more time with you, my girl. Just one more day. One more moment. But my time is up. I wish I could be there for you, always. But instead I must leave, and I may never see you again. Everything I own, everything I was, it's yours now, my girl. I love you, Luca. With all that I am. I am proud of the girl you are, and of the woman I know you will become. Thank you, my child. Yes, who is there?
It's Sigund. May I come in?
Sigund? She's here? Oh, no. Give me a moment. Meet me downstairs by the fireplace. I'll be there shortly.
Okay then, I'll, meet you downstairs. He doesn't sound well. It sounds like he's about to die. I've missed him. All I've thought about was him. I feel glad to be back here.
Sleep tight, little one. I'll be right back, Luca. There's never enough time. No matter how long I have, it's never going to be enough. Okay, let's go and see what Sigyn wants. The last time I saw her, she told me she never wanted to see me again. Women. This is why I stayed single in the Legion. But then I got into a bed with a Stormcloak. Damn it, I've forgotten what it feels like to not feel pain with every movement. Just one foot in front of the other, and soon it will all be over. There she is. It's a relief to see her. Even like this, I'm happy to see Sigund. I only wish I hadn't upset her that night. I wish I had told her before we... But what's done is done. All I can do now is say goodbye before I'm changed forever. But how did she beat Cecilia here? There's no way she arrived before Cecilia.
Centauros! Oh no. What's happened to you? It's all my fault, isn't it? I brought that blade here. If I hadn't brought that damned thing with me, you wouldn't be like this. I'm so sorry. I've messed everything up. I destroy everything and everyone I love. I'm so sorry. If I hadn't come into your life, you wouldn't be here like this. I'm so sorry, Centauros.
Sigund, there's nothing to be sorry for. You didn't cut me with that blade. You shielded me from it, kept me from worse. I was told as a boy that a lifetime of pain is worth a moment of joy. And you have become mine. But why are you here, Sigund? Where is Cecilia or Serana?
I don't know. I did something horrible to Ragni. I hit her and I refused to follow her. I've betrayed her and you and everyone. I refused to follow her. And she hasn't come back. None of them have. They were meant to be back by now. What if I abandoned her? And she's dead. Because I refused to be there.
You left her behind. What? Why? Sigund, why? I understand your anger with me, and even with her. But what would make you abandon her? You and I started all of this with her.
No, Centauros, no, please don't. Centauros! Zarita, I need your help. Please, hurry!
Damn it. I was hoping Cecilia would be here by now. Where in oblivion is she? She knows how close we're cutting it with him. Ah, great. I might have to get Serana's blood. I don't even want to touch that stuff. I already know what Cecilia has said about it.
Zarita, help me. What do we do?
Nothing. You need to leave, Sigund. Where this is going, you can't be a part of it. I need you to go. I could hear what you were saying. I heard you hit the Dragonborn. And I know what it's like, being a vampire. And I know if Serana learns about this, and about you being here, you won't be safe. As foul as it smells, blood encourages our worst nature, and you don't want to be around when Serana arrives. I will take care of Centauros, but you need to leave. There is nothing more you can do, Sigund.
Zarita? Zarita is right. You can't be a part of what happens next. And I can't do anything if Serana loses control and hurts you. Please, Sigund, find Ragni. Protect her. Everything we are, everything we've become is because of her. Protect her. She needs us. She always will. Stand by her side. I'll be by her other one soon enough. Now go.
Okay. I'll try. I promise you. I won't fail her again. I won't. I'll be the shield that protects her until you return. I need to get back. I need to gather my forces, any that are spare, and head toward the ruin she was heading to. I need to hurry. This damn storm is going to make it harder than it needs to be, but I will not fail her again. I will not come back until I have her. Wait, was that Cecilia and Serana? It was. But where's Ragni? I need to find out what's going on. Then gather my men and set off the moment we're ready.
I had a talk with Cecilia on the way back. She spoke of many things. Her life, her love, and why Ragni does the things she does. We arrived back in Solitude, and I was told I had to destroy the vial of my blood. Cecilia would inform the Empire of what had happened in Morthal and with their men, and she would also secure a prisoner for what was to come. Once I'm done here, I'm to meet Cecilia at Centauros' house. But I don't know if it's because of the rains or the marsh. The inn smells off. There's this lingering smell around the place. Foul, but not just foul. Almost like a rotten corpse. Yet, something else. Maybe it's the rain. It seems to amplify the smells or perhaps even mask them. It even smells like it in here. I swear we've had rainy nights like this before without this musk. Wait, the cupboard is open. What? Something's wrong. I swear I locked it. I only gave one person the key, and she looked frightened when I told her what was hiding behind those doors. But we're later than we were meant to be. So maybe Zarita had to take my blood for Centauros. I better get to his house quickly and find out what's going on. Hopefully he's okay. And once he's taken care of, I can get to the bottom of why Ragni thinks it's all right to lie and hide things from me, after everything we've been through together. Luckily for Sigun, she has a compassionate heart.
Welcome back to another video. It's good to be creating again. Now, just want to say, some quick disclaimers and that sort of stuff. These voices are obviously made by AI, even some of the music. Some of it. It helps me out as a solo creator. And again, without these voices, I would not be able to even tell these stories. So they're quite essential to this entire thing. They're the number one essential thing. That being said, these videos will never be monetized. I never ever aimed or cared for that in the first place, but it's YouTube and whatever the hell. I mean, I just wanted to tell a cool story. I thought it was a cool idea, and I wanted to tell a mature story, more of like a grounded one in a world where dragons fly and people use magic and shit. That's still the goal. It's not to make money or anything. Again, these are the voices of in-game voices, so of real people, and I do not wish to abuse that by taking money from us. That's the shit thing to do. I don't come onto YouTube as an alternate personality or persona. I come on as me. I've got really shit PR skills. If I think someone's a fuckhead, I'll tell them they're a fuckhead straight off the bat. That gets me in a lot of trouble. But again, I do not want to earn anything from these because that's not my goal at all to begin with. And if I don't want to do it, I won't do it. This is just to tell stories. That's all it is. And I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, give me a like. If you don't, dislike. If you've got any questions about the mods, the story, the characters, anything like that, drop me a comment because it helps the video out, find more people that like these sort of stories. If not, and if you're brand new to this sort of stuff, there are, of course, there'll be some playlists on up the top. One for the full story, like at the back, all these characters and their backstories. Then they got the Journey of the Dragonborns, which will be solely start of her journey to the current story and stuff like that. And subscribe if you want. And again, all that crap. There will be a background video that comes out maybe a day or I don't know when I get to doing it, kind of going in depth of the story and that sort of thing, kind of my general thoughts. So some spoilers here and there and some things where I'm going with in the future with the next couple stories. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in another video. And like I said, yeah, if you liked it, give me a like. Yeah, whatever, I'll stop talking shit now. I'm out of here. Catch you later. See you in the next vid. Peace.